Episode 104, 55 and 5 is here with card number 69. 69, that's the number. Ian Riccaboni, Cary. Why are you laughing at 69? No? Okay. AJ was our producer from Bisson Creative and Web Design. I don't see what's so funny about that number.
Raise my eyebrows a little.
There you go. It's like the green door. Anyway, Ian Riccaboni, Cary Silkin, AJ, our producer. Cary, we have number 69 today. And it's a man who comes well dressed. It's another one of the odd photos of the set. I'm going to show you here. One of the everlasting villains of his time, mostly because of his large frame and stature. Cary, it's the man in the headlock, the man on the defensive position. Can you tell me anything about Ben Morgan or Big Ben Morgan, Man Mountain Morgan?
Ian, his name doesn't ring any bells for me. I'm sorry.
This one's an odd one.
I hope you tell me he had a very short career and you had trouble finding any information about him.
This is one of the mysteries in the other direction, because we've had the folks that you just don't know and they just don't show up. This one you'd think there'd be a ton more of, because he started in 1934 in Philadelphia for Ray Fabiani. We're on a Ray Fabiani streak here.
Right.
Mostly in the Northeast, but travels a lot. Wrestles at the old Madison Square Garden for Jack Curley. In 37, he goes to LA and Oregon. And then he starts challenging for the world title everywhere. And this guy's big villain.
See, I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, it's weird because this is somebody that clearly time has forgotten, history's forgot. Because he was a big star in his day, at least from what I could tell. Listen to the names he fought for the title. He challenged Everett Morgan, Lou Thez, Bronco Nagurski, Ray Steele. He would later go on to challenge Bill Longson, Frank Sexton. I mean, he was facing the top of the top and drawing houses, and clearly drawing because he kept getting brought back.
Well, we don't know when you're naming these guys that have fought these champions. Mm-hmm. There was a couple of cards ago where within that, he fought this one, fought that one, and he had a 90-minute draw against Lou Thez.
Right.
So we know that was a qualified star.
Yeah.
In this case, and maybe I'm wrong.
Sure.
Ben Morgan just could have been a
big guy,
local, or a medium card guy. So they just put him in. Against the champion.
That's true.
So we don't know.
And that makes a little bit of sense. He did travel a bit. We talked about 37, 41 to 44. He goes to between Boston and Montreal, who seem to be working closely at that time. They have the original AWA title, which we talked about with Yvonne Robert and then those guys. He goes to Northern California. He goes to Louisville, and he takes an interesting name. He becomes the Volga Boatman, which I'm not even sure what that means. It's like tugboat, right? That's what you think of, right?
Is Volga like a country or a...
right, that's what I'm trying to... The Volga. THE space Volga Boatman. So I couldn't find any pictures of him. He challenged Bill Longson for the title. Feuds with Frank Sexton in the AWA in Boston. And then goes with Stu Hart to Klondike. And really feuds with Stu Hart. Comes back and forth to Maple Leaf. Retires in the 50s in Arizona. He's one of the rare class to do both Madison Square Gardens. And by that, I mean the one in New York and the one in Arizona. And it seems like you're right from the results. He would come in and he'd put the scientific wrestlers over. He'd be the big guy that you could beat and get some credibility. So,
well, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the man in the headlock. He's in the defensive position on this card.
I wouldn't want to take him on, I'll say that.
Yeah, he's a big, big man. Interesting to note, one of the things I found, he made headlines because he wore essentially black workman's pants with black boots, like black worker boots. It was kind of a signature look for him. So he had kind of a look, a style.
The Klondike style.
Right.
Working man style.
Yeah, and you know what? There's this period in the 40s. If you were big in the 40s, it seems like nothing exists on you. And because these guys from the 30s, there's still results in newspapers. The war, I think the war
changed everything.
It did.
I mean, look at baseball.
Yeah.
Look at all pro sports.
Yeah.
So with pro wrestling, it had to be a very odd period of time.
Yeah.
But you're keeping Ben Morgan alive.
We're trying.
As well as many of these other names. And it's all fun and it's all good.
Well, tomorrow we're going to be talking about somebody who's a big name in Canada, but maybe even bigger in Japan, despite being from Canada.
Okay.
And you know this guy, so it's going to be a fun one.
105.
105 is alive tomorrow. So we hope you join us for that one, for another 5-minute history lesson right here on 55 and 5. If you like Cary and I, check out Last Stop Penn Station. Check out the poster of the week on adfreeshows.com. If you like the way this video looks, check out Bisson Creative. Check out AJ's work over there. We want to thank Captain Lou and Uncle Gunny for joining us. We want to thank you. We hope you join us tomorrow for another episode 105 of 55 and 5.